Well, hi guys, this is Scott V, back in my big dig world, and I'm here behind the smeltery, which I'll have to check to see if it's still malfunctioning. But I took some readings and, well, some coordinates, jotted them down. And right now, I'm trying to connect everything by tunnels, basements. Right now I ought to be under my foods lab. Let me check. I said plants minus 287. 363, so it's right here, right there. It ought to be right there. 287, 363, right? 287, 363. There it is. So that's where I will be able to pop on down. One thing to note, of course, since it's a little bit uphill from where I started, from the ore lab up there, I already dug down a little bit. And as we go this way, the buildings are a little more up on hillsides, a little bit upslope. So like right now I'm right underneath the materials building and the sawmill, but it's actually quite a ways up above here. So 293 and 364. So 293, 364. And this is why humans invented numbers. Let's hope there's no gravel. That one's a little bit higher up, so let me just make myself a little place to stand. So right there. One more, I think, and I'll be actually right up there. Let's go 4. And it's kind of an odd thing I just like to do. I always like to be able to, in case there's a creeper outside or whatever, I always like to be able to, there we go, be able to get to my various places totally underground. So, and I will make a little niche there for a torch. And I'll go get some ladders. So we've already got access to 2 buildings. The next building is this way, and let's see, that is currently just the armory. It's minus 307, 364. So again, it's going to be real close. Oh, drilling out this central area here turned out to be really pretty much spot on, because as you can see, it continues out under my village. So minus 307, 364 is this block right here. So now this one's a little further up on the hill than the others were, so it's going to take a little more work to pop this one out. But of course, once I get the basic opening, let's see, that's dirt, dirt, and then a little more. So once I get a basic opening, now it's never safe to go into a shaft and just drill straight up. Well, there's my cobblestone floor. It should be right next to the chest. But in any case, it's not safe to go straight up. You should always build yourself a little side niche to duck into in case gravel or sand comes down and tries to kill you, because that's no good. Now it's interesting that that's the armory. Let me go get my ladders. I either left them in my main chest, most likely, or I moved them over to the sawmill. Ladders would be, or I already have them in my hand. That's always an option. One other thing that I would categorize as slightly dopey of me, was that, let me just throw this food in here. Whatever, I'll take that over to the food spot in a little while. Don't need any of you. You all turn into leather if the thing is available. Mutton. So I got a bunch of steaks, so I'm all set on food. But let me see, I just want to run down and do those ladders. And then there was one task I was going to do right after that. But this is going to be my main thoroughfare. It goes all the way back to my first cave. But for now, let's pop on over here and see. It's going to take kind of a bunch of these guys. 5. So, kinda cool, kinda cool. Alright, there we are in the armory. And from there, if we need to, we can quickly pop on down. Rain or shine, you know, whether there's a giant freaking zombie, you know, stalking our town, or a zillion spiders out there, I can just pop over here and go, oh look, I'm right here with all my stuffs. I am going to take 2 diamonds with me for a secret mission. See how easy it is to pop over there once you've got your tunnel system worked out. And I will label these with signs to say, you know, up to armory or whatever. There is one important thing to do right here. That is repair my axe. So there's a completely repaired pickaxe. Now I've got 14 levels. What I want to do is see if I can get Silk Touch on this guy. So that will be my first significant enchanting. Oh boy, the peat bog is completely ready. Just wondering what kind of just wondering what the cost will be for Silk Touch. Only 9 levels? Gimme, gimme! Alright, that's an important step right there. As soon as you got yourself a Silk Touch pick, you are really in a different category of mining. You would still want to use a normal pick on all of the ores, but for diamonds and coal and lapis, you want to Silk Touch all those babies and go home and run them through the pulverizer. Now to complete this particular phase of operations, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and look at that. I'm right sawmill, cobblestone, dirt. And anytime I need to, can pop back through here, come out on the other side of the bad guys. This is pretty dark. And actually most of these I'll probably block out as basements at some point. So 9, and I got 5 ladders left, which might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's short, but I can get to my flowers and stuff. So there we go. We are in good shape. We got tunnels. There will, like I say, I can put basements. Easy access from one building to another. Everything's connected just the way I like it. Let me test my Silk Touch here. Woohoo! See, now I get the coal blocks instead of having to pop out 1 coal ore each time. And the other nice thing with Silk Touch, and once you've got one of these, you really need to keep it in good repair. The other nice thing with it is, naturally, as you pick away at stone, you get the stone. You don't have to put the stone. You don't have to smelt the cobble to get the stone back. So those are really the 3 blocks that I'm most likely to use the Silk Touch on. Here we go. We get rid of some gravel. The one comedy with the gravel, I will admit, I kind of spaced out on this a little bit. The thing with the gravel is you can just pulverize it to get friggin' to get the flint out of it. And here I was in my little home base, just smashing it with a shovel. That was silly of me. Look at all this ores just from digging those few tunnels. Dropping down to the bottom of the world and see what kind of troubles we can get into. Alright. Somehow I just remember this. I just boggle at how the human brain can stay spatially oriented in all kinds of ridiculous situations. So what I was thinking of was actually moving the torch here, letting my mining buddy go here. Give him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The main issue with him down here is I really don't want him opening up any lava seams and getting... I mean, he'll survive. He'll get stuck under the lava or whatever, but it's just awkward. It's just awkward. Anything dealing with lava is awkward. So, lava is just weird stuff. You really can only pick up the source blocks with the screwy cans, and it's really hard to tell. Basically, just definitely the unmoving lava is a source block, but it does get weird after that, man. It's not at all obvious which of these are can be grabbed and which can't, but I managed to get 20. There we go. I got 24 cans of lava. And I'm thinking a good chunk of the rest of this is just going to go bye-bye. 4. Number 4 slot. I'll keep some around for lighting. But first thing I need to do is a safety drill. Oh, that is just not going to be safe no matter what I do. Now, is it? Okay, the water actually helps, even though... Is that a pig? How the hell did you get way down here? There's 2 pigs. Holy cow, how did you get down here? Where does that go? Actually, I think I know where this goes. This is going to come out in that gigantic round cave that I found just outside the house. That, you know, big one where that creeper came around the corner and the skeleton gave me that power 1 bow. Yeah, that one. Pretty sure this is all going to end up being connected. But it's just amazing that there's a friggin' pig way down here. Man, that is weird. And an Enderman. They should never be down here. Is this one of the backpack buddies? I don't know. Is he a real Enderman or a backpack buddy? He doesn't care if I look at him. Oh, yes he does. Alright. Alright, what are you gonna do? Okay, that was a real Enderman down here at the bottom of the world. Oh, they're so grouchy. Freaking nut. There's some obsidian. Let me silk touch the diamond block. Oh man, did I catch it? Come on, magnet mode. Zoop! Alright. Okay, getting some magic essence. I think Piggy ought to stay out of here. What do you think? Alright, let me hit this with the normal pick. And the water comes right back. I knew that was gonna happen, and it took out my torch. I hate you, water. Fine. So that is going out to a very big, scary space that somehow let the pigs in here. I mean, that is just wild. I think I should silk pick touch those. And look, there's coal, which I will silk touch. Really not using much coal, but, you know, as I look at this mod pack, there still are times when it would not be out of line to just throw a bunch of furnaces side by side and cook some things with coal. I mean, it's primitive, but it's tried and true and cheap. Alright, so don't go in there, you stupid. Oh man, I'm trying to rescue you. And you just fail, that's all. You totally failed. Look at this little playground. Boy. For right now, I will be just blocking you off. Self-preservation here. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. Magic, magic, gimme magic. Do. I think, what the hell is flaming over there? Is that an arrow? He shot an arrow in the lava, and it's gonna flame for the rest of eternity, apparently. Again, redstone's another item that's worth picking, because when you hit it, you get 1 or 2, maybe, but you should be able to pulverize these and get maybe 6? Is it 6? It's some really good number. Way better than what you get naturally. Now, before I was so rudely interrupted, I was in here grabbing the coals. So, security is going to be weak right here, because there's a giant cave. Anything that detects me is going to easily be able to pathfind its way over and start kicking me around. But I want to get some of these particular items. Oh, this is all... Well, it looks like sulfur, which would mean that we're right next to a darn lava. But it also looks like gold, which I'm sure it is. Nope, sulfur. Crap! Run away. Trust your instincts. If it looks like sulfur and not gold, then it's probably sulfur, and there's probably lava right behind it. another guy. Alright, so I'm seeing this is super insecure over here. But I can fix that with a few skillfully placed cobbles. We will deal with that when I feel like dealing with it. How you like that? Oh, that's a silly ender stuff. I'm gonna have so many ender pearls, it doesn't even make sense. That is, well, that was lava, which means that this sulfur is available, probably with lava underneath. Again, I don't need sulfur for anything. I'm not really Mr. Gunpowder, Explosives, Ordnance Man. Alright, we'll silk touch the redstone to get blocks. Redstone ore blocks. I'm not going to need aluminum unless I can get the Tinker's Construct running properly. Alright, let's see what little buddy came up with. Look at that floor, that is like solid ore. It's not a bad haul. What I'm gonna do is take out, let him drop down 2, go down 2, turn right, tunnel 8 back this way. So now he'll pick up everything in the floor there. Probably not unleash any lava, but you never know. So up here was my original big diamond find. There's always a chance there's a few more that got left out. What do we got here? Coal, silk touching. Gotta be careful for lava. Watch for little drips of lava when you're down here. Alright. Use my regular pick for the regular stuff. Alright, gold. I've already got so much of you. But whatever, I'll get a little bit more. Silk touch the coal. Silk touch some stone, don't really care. Cause that way I'll get some stone, some cobble. This looks like... Is that the good magic stuff? Yep, magic stuff. Gotta make me some cow seeds. Just because it's so weird, I just gotta do it, man. It's just how it's gotta be. Alright, got all that. Let's see how my little buddy did. Oh, look at that. Now he's gonna be all full. Full of the mineral goodness. Alright, so we hit those objectives. I silk touched some diamonds, silk touched some coal. Used the mining turtle down here, explored and sealed off those other exits, and even managed to get some lava cans, 24 lava cans. Man, this iron just keeps going. Alright, well, I expect to be headed back any time now, but I keep getting distracted. Got the coal, gravel will drop. And what do we got here? One more copper. And I think we're pretty much full on this trip. Main thing, always make sure I got my little buddy. He's currently floating, so I'll toss a pork chop, take my buddy, go home. I do hear some lava at that spot. I think there's room for a few more coal blocks. Alright, we got him. Let's head on up.